can't believe we get to go back and listen to NF The Search. It is here in 2024. We are going back in the vault. This was like 2 years ago, to some of the most popular reactions we ever did, the ones that you liked the most. And we're watching them again in real time today. The same video that I watched way back then, I get to watch now. And man, I don't even know what this is going to be like because I haven't listened to The Search in a long time. And it's one of my favorite all-time NF songs, packed with so much stuff. I don't think I can contain myself, but I'm going to do my best because mental health awareness to the world is our thing. Tom Stevens, your resident psychotherapist. And without further ado, let's just do it. NF and The Search. Here it goes. Hey, Nate. How's life? I don't know. It's all right. There is so much I want to talk to Nate about. I want to talk to NF. I want to talk to the man. I want to just know what it's like to have lived the life he was in, where he was just trying to climb and make it and get out of the misery he grew up in sometimes. And then into the point where he was making it. And he realized, I'm in the middle of making it now, not completely there yet. And then to the point of realizing his dreams had come true that he probably never thought would way back when, of having a wife, a wonderful marriage, children, a family, success, doing what he loves to do, and accepting that. There's a lot of work that goes into accepting the gifts that are given you in life when sometimes you don't feel like you always deserve it. And then being able to go from the darkness to the light, you know, because the light always outshines the darkness, and to sing about songs of hope, for instance, and to sing about songs of a future and possibility. It's just, I would love to sit down and have that conversation because he's got so many themes tied into this. You know, you've got the balloons, you've got the grocery cart, you got the cage, you got his Timberlands on, you've got the people dressed in white. He's out in the middle of nowhere. I just cannot wait to just sit back and enjoy this. So let's just sit back. Let's enjoy. There he is.
Hey, Nate. How's life? I don't know. It's all right. I've been dealing with some things like every human being and really didn't sleep much last night. I'm sorry. That's fine. I just think I need a little me time. I just think I need a little free time. A little break from the shows and the bus rides. Yeah. Last year I had a breakdown. Thoughts telling me I'm lost, getting too loud. Had to see a therapist and I found out something funny's going on up in my house. Yeah, started thinking maybe I should move out. You know, pack my car, take a new route. Clean up my yard, get the noose out. Hang up my heart, let it air out. I've been searching. What does that mean, Nate? I've been learning. Grabbing my keepsakes, leaving my burdens. Well, I brought a few with me. I'm not perfect. Look.
Ooh, if I could break this down like in an hour. But I've realized something, and especially the part where he says, I had to see a therapist and I found out something funny's going on up at my house. I realized through seeing somebody, there's a lot of thoughts up here that aren't really sane. They aren't really positive. They aren't really hopeful. They aren't really productive for me. And I have to do something about that. When you find out there's something funny going on up in your house, up in here, you start realizing if you get good therapy, it's time to leave that. It's time to go somewhere else. I can't stay living in that mind anymore, or it's going to drown me. And when he starts talking about packing bags, and, you know, I love the fact that he's moving out. It's like grabbing my keepsakes, leaving my burdens. Well, I brought a few with me, and the balloons are there for the burdens, and he can't let go of them, all of them. Somehow we manage to just take some of those burdens with us wherever we go. And the key to life and the key to mental health is learning to let go of the burdens. Write down what your burdens are. The things that drag you down, the things that give you negative thoughts about yourself, the things that won't let you succeed, the things that make you feel less than. Write those down somewhere. And mentally, if you can't get good therapy, I get it. But if you get good therapy, those are the things I want you to bring in my office, and those are the things I want you to practice with me letting go of. So in time, one by one, those balloons start disappearing. And then you'll be healthier and healthier as there's fewer balloons. So well put. Nate.
Out, hang up my heart, let it air out. I've been searching, what does that mean, Nate? I've been learning, grabbing my keepsakes, leaving my burdens. Well, I brought a few with me, I'm not perfect. Looking at the view like this concerns me. Picking up the cues right, I'm quite nervous. Hate it when I lose sight, life gets blurry and things might hurt me. It's probably gonna be a long journey, but it's worth it though. Cold world out there, kids, grab your coat. It's been a minute, I know, now I'm back to Rome. Looking for the antidote to crack the code. Pretty vivid, I admit it, I'm in classic mode. Don't need pity given to me, but I can't condone. Talking down to me, I'ma have to crack your nose for cracking jokes. I'm looking for the map to hope, you see me?
Oh, and then you go forward into Hope, the new album, and you're like, he gets the map of hope. Oh, so he's finally got the map to hope. You know, you go back to this day when this came out and it's like, will he ever get that? And he fulfilled that. Oh, gosh, he's worked. But the bottom line is he worked. He worked on himself. He took care of himself. Wasn't perfect, but he did everything he could to make life better. And he did everything he could to not give up. And he did everything he could to accept the good that did come into his life. And man, that's not easy all the time.
Antidote to crack the code. Pretty vivid, I admit it, I'm in classic mode. Don't need pity given to me, but I can't condone. Talking down to me, I'ma have to crack your nose for cracking jokes. I'm looking for the map to hope, you see me? Been making a whole lot of changes. Wrote a song about that, you should play it. I get scared when I walk on these stages. I look at the crowd and see some.
Now, the question was the lady on the bench, was that his mom? Or is that somebody else? She's in white there, just laying on the bench, and he leaves everything there. This is just too good a song. This encompasses all of NF. If you just want to see a song that is the definition of him in the past and who he was as an artist, this is it.
Crack your nose for cracking jokes. I'm looking for the map to hope, you see me? Been making a whole lot of changes. Wrote a song about that, you should play it.
Yep.
I get scared when I walk on these stages. I look at the crowd and see so many faces. Yeah, that's when I start to get anxious. That's when my thoughts can be dangerous.
Yeah.
That's when I put on my makeup and drown in self-hatred. Forget what I'm saying and where the beat go? Oh, ain't that something? Drums came in, you ain't see that coming. Hands on my head, can't tell me nothing. Got a taste of the fame, it upon my stomach. Throw it back up like I don't want it. Wipe my face, clean up my vomit. OCD trying to push my buttons. I said don't touch it. Now y'all done it. I can be critical, never typical. Intricate with every syllable, I'm a criminal. Intimate but never political, pretty visual. Even if you hate it, I make you feel like you're in it though. You call me what you want, but never call me forgettable. Live deep and dark, can never swim in the kiddie pool. With it, I've been thinking the cinematic is beautiful. Man, I don't know if I'm making movies or music videos. Yeah, the same.
It never stops. It never stops when you listen to NF and you feel it. And now he's on the bench. But there's so much in this song, if you break it down, it's all truth. It's all a part of everybody's life. Where'd the beat go? Oh. One more, please. Just humor me. I got it.
Dangerous. That's when I put on my makeup and drown in self-hatred. Forget what I'm saying and where the beat go? Oh, ain't that something? Drums came in, you ain't see that coming. Hands on my head, can't tell me nothing. Got a taste of the fame, it upon my stomach. Throw it back up like I don't want it. Wipe my face, clean up my vomit. OCD trying to push my buttons. I said don't touch it.
Now y'all done it.
I can be critical, never typical. Intricate with every syllable, I'm a criminal. Intimate but never political, pretty visual. Even if you hate it, I make you feel like you're in it though. You call me what you want, but never call me forgettable. Leave you deep in thought, I can never swim in the kiddie pool. Waited, I've been thinking the cinematic is beautiful. Man, I don't know if I'm making movies or music videos. Yeah, the sales can rise, doesn't mean much though when your health declines.
Yeah.
See, we've all got something that we trapped inside that we try to suffocate, you know, hoping it dies. Try to hold it underwater, but it always survives. And it comes up out of nowhere like an evil surprise. Then it hovers over you to tell you millions of lies. You don't relate to that? Must not be as crazy as that.
He's so good. This is every person in my office for therapy needs to listen to this song because it defines what goes on in our house, in our head. And I love the fact that he says, you don't relate to that? Must not be as crazy as I am. The humility he has to say, I'm not going to call everybody out. I'm not going to say, man, everybody's got their crazy. I'm just going to say, man, if you can't relate to this, you must not be as crazy as I am. But I'm going to go ahead and admit it. This is who I am because what goes on up here defines who you are. And he talks about that, how strong the mind is. And if you think negatively about yourself, it's going to project itself out to everybody else. And when you carry confidence about yourself, when you can carry belief about yourself, nothing else can get in the way. Nothing. When you know you're worth it, when you know you deserve it, when you know you can do it, when you know you've got what it takes, nothing else gets in your way. And that's the key, is not to let the crowd tell you, not to let the other people in your life define who you are. He says it so well.
Yeah, the sales can rise, doesn't mean much though when your health declines. See, we've all got something that we trapped inside that we try to suffocate, you know, hoping it dies, try to hold it underwater, but it always survives, and it comes up out of nowhere like an evil surprise, and it hovers over you to tell you millions of lies. You don't relate to that? Must not be as crazy as I'm. The point I'm making is the mind is a powerful place, and what you feed it can affect you in a powerful way. It's pretty cool, right? Yeah, but it's not always safe. Just hang with me, this will only take a moment, okay?
You go teach class. Here we go. You're gonna get a lesson. You got all these different people roaming. Notice these people are roaming by themselves too, and they're in white. And they're carrying their own balloons as well. They still haven't let go of those balloons, but they've got all white on, which is different than all the black that he has on. I still never totally figured that out. If they were healing, if they were healed, but they still got burdens. And I think the message to that is, it's so difficult, and we can't just expect the burdens to go away. We have to learn to deal with them in some way.
Think about it for a second. If you look at your face every day when you get up and think you'll never be great, you'll never be great. Not because you're not, but the hate will always find a way to...
This is the key point in the song. I'm going to go back and listen to this because it's so critical. If you wake up and you look at your face and you think you'll never be great, you'll never be great. That's not because you're not. It's because the mind believes that, and we do what we believe about ourselves. Just please hear that.
Yeah, but it's not always safe. Just hang with me. This will only take a moment, okay? Just think about it for a second. If you look at your face every day when you get up and think you'll never be great, you'll never be great. Not because you're not, but the hate will always find a way to cut you up and murder your faith. I've been developing, take a look at the benefits. Nothing to meddle with, I can never be delicate. My even relevant, that depends how you measure it. Take a measurement to back it up and give me the evidence. Pretty evident, dependable, can never be tentative. I'm a gentleman, depending on if I think you're genuine. Pretty elegant, but not afraid to tell you to get it. Proper etiquette, I keep it to myself when I celebrate. It's that time again. Better grab your balloons and invite your friends. Seatbelts back on, yeah, strap them in. Look at me, everybody, I'm smiling big. On a road right now that I can't predict. Tell me tone that down, but I can't resist. Y'all know that sound, better raise your fist. The search begins, I'm back, so enjoy the trip.
How he ends that. I mean, the way he ends that. It's that time again. Grab your balloons. I know you've got them. I know you've got burdens. Invite your friends. Let's all come. Seatbelts back on. Strap them up, man. We are going for a ride. Look at me, everybody. I'm smiling big. Even through all of the misery, right? I'm smiling big on the road right now that I can't predict. I don't know what's coming. I have no idea. But we're going for a ride. And I'm not going to let the fear, the negativity, bring me back down. Tell me tone that down, but I can't resist. Sorry, man. I just can't resist. That's what I do. Y'all know that sound. Better raise your fist. Search begins. Love this. Love this ending. That's a pump up if I've ever seen it.
I'm smiling big on a road right now that I can't predict. Tell me tone that down, but I can't resist. Y'all know that sound. Better raise your fist. The search begins. I'm back, so enjoy the trip.
Old Nate. Still grinding. Wow. Look at that scenery. That's unbelievable. The middle of nowhere. Oh man, remember that? Oh, wow. I forgot that. Just that he went, got his cart to a certain point, and then he went and climbs in the cart. Like he's just stuck there with his burdens, and that's all he's ever going to be. And then this person in the white comes over and leaves him a white suit for him to put on. Like, it's okay. You can do this. Here it is for you. And he still can't put it on. He just can't jump up and put it on. And it takes time to get to that point. Such a great song. I mean, there is nothing like the first time of watching The Search. There'll never be another first time, which is sad. But I do reflect back on the first time and all that went into hearing that. Like, I cannot believe what I'm hearing right now is nuts. And the rhymes and the beats and the dropping of all that. It was just crazyville with hearing that come out, and it had so much of NF in it. I just can't wait to see him in concert again. But remember, it's not real therapy. It's just Tom breaking down lyrics to music. If you want help, check the links in the description. Mental health does matter. You deserve it. Leave us your comments. Let us know what you think about this second time around. It's always fun to watch it a second time anyway, and a third, and a fourth, and a fifth, and a 20th, and a 50th. But remember, we need to focus on mental health awareness. NF would say that the same way. He's done that. He shows it in his songs. Let's spread mental health awareness to the world. See you on the next Reaction Therapy.